My name is Lena Brooks and I am 29 years old. Last Labor Day weekend, my family packed the car, drove away, and left me standing on the front porch with a small suitcase I never got to use. 3 hours later my sister posted a photo from the lake house with the caption, "Best trip ever, when she's not around LOL." The laughing emoji sat there like a final insult. What they didn't know was that I had already made a decision that would quietly turn their perfect weekend into something they still can't explain to their friends. Let me start from the beginning. I grew up as the convenient daughter. The one who stayed home when plans changed. The one who could be counted on to water the plants, watch the dog, and not complain. My older sister Brooke was the spark, loud, social, always the center of every photo. My parents, Carol and David Brooks, treated her energy like a gift and my quiet nature like a burden they had to manage. Family trips were never really for me. When I was younger they would say the hotel only had one extra bed. When I got older they would say the car was full. By the time I was in my 20s the excuses had become smoother. We just need some adult time. It's a couple's trip. You're always so busy with work anyway. This year felt different. I had just finished a major project at the marketing firm where I worked. I had 3 days off. I told them weeks in advance that I wanted to come to the lake house. My mother said, "Of course, honey. We'll make room." My father nodded. Brooke even texted a thumbs up. On the Friday morning of Labor Day weekend I was ready. Bag packed. Cooler filled with the snacks they liked. I waited on the porch at 8 a.m. the way we had always done when I was a child. At 8:40 the car pulled out of the driveway. My mother rolled down the window just long enough to say, "Change of plans, Lena. The house is already full. We'll bring you something back." Then they drove off. Brooke was in the back seat filming a TikTok. I stood there holding my suitcase until the car disappeared around the corner. 3 hours later the post went up. Brooke had shared a group photo on the dock, my parents, my sister, her boyfriend, 2 cousins. Everyone smiling. The lake sparkling behind them. Caption, "Best trip ever, when she's not around LOL." I sat on the porch steps and read it 7 times. The LOL felt louder than the rest of the sentence. I didn't scream. I didn't call. I opened my laptop. For years I had been the family's unofficial logistics person. I booked the lake house every summer. I kept the digital calendar. I managed the shared photo albums. I even paid the deposit on the house that year because my mother forgot her card. All of those logins were still active on my accounts. I didn't delete anything. I simply changed the access. First I removed every family member from the shared cloud album that held 15 years of vacation photos. Then I turned off the automatic backup that uploaded every new picture they took. Finally I updated the Wi-Fi password at the lake house, the one I had set up 2 years earlier when I installed the smart router for them. By Saturday morning the group chat was on fire. "Brooke, why can't I upload the photos?" "Mom, the Wi-Fi isn't working." "Lena, do you know the password?" "Dad, the album is gone." "What did you do?" I waited until Sunday evening to reply. "Me, I hope you're having the best trip ever. Since I'm not around, I figured you wouldn't need me managing anything." Then I muted the chat. On Monday they returned. The car doors slammed harder than usual. My mother came into the house first, face tight. "What did you do to the Wi-Fi?" "I changed the password. It's my account." "And the photos?" 15 years of memories, Lena. They're safe. They're just not shared with people who think the best version of a trip is the one without me. Brooke stormed in behind her. "You're so dramatic." It was a joke. The LOL made it clear it wasn't. My father tried the soft approach. Lena, it was just one weekend. We didn't think you'd take it this hard. I've been left out of 11 family trips since I turned 18. This is the first time I decided not to pretend it was fine. They stared at me like I had grown a second head. For the first time, the quiet daughter wasn't smoothing things over. The next 2 weeks were quiet in a different way. The group chat stayed muted. No one asked me to fix the Wi-Fi. No one asked me to restore the album. My mother posted a carefully worded message on Facebook about family misunderstandings and needing space. It received 12 likes, most from people who didn't know us well. I kept working. I kept living. The difference was that I stopped checking for invitations that would never come. One evening my father appeared at my apartment with a small bag of leftover smoked salmon from the trip. He stood in the doorway looking uncomfortable. "Your mother is upset," he said. I know. She didn't mean the caption the way it sounded. She posted it, "Dad." She chose those words. He set the bag on the counter. I told them it was a bad idea to leave you behind. I should have pushed harder. It was the closest thing to an apology I had ever received from him. I nodded. He left without asking to come in. Brooke never apologized. She simply started excluding me from smaller things too, birthday dinners, casual coffee, even the group chat for our cousin's baby shower. I let her. Some distances are healthier than forced closeness. 2 months later I booked my own cabin for a long weekend. I invited 2 friends from work and my college roommate. We cooked, we swam, we took photos that no one felt the need to caption with cruelty. On the last evening we sat by the fire and I realized something simple: the trip was better because everyone there actually wanted me present. I still have the screenshot of Brooke's post. I keep it not out of bitterness, but as a reminder. The weekend they called their best trip ever taught me the most valuable lesson of all: I no longer need to wait for people who celebrate my absence. If you have ever been the one left behind, the one joked about, the one whose presence was treated like an inconvenience, hear this: you are allowed to stop making it easy for them. You are allowed to change the password. You are allowed to build trips where your name is on the guest list because you belong there. Thank you for watching Hidden Truth Revenge. If this story stayed with you, leave a comment and tell me where you are watching from. You deserve to be invited. You always did. All characters, conflicts, and events are fictional and created only for entertainment and educational purposes.